In February 2017, the earth beneath Oroville, California, trembled. Not from an earthquake, but from the enormous pressures of human error and nature's unyielding forces, culminating in a near disaster at the nation's tallest dam. What followed was a dramatic and harrowing series of events that forced the evacuation of nearly 200,000 residents, provoked urgent national introspection about infrastructure reliability, and sparked debates around the globe about balancing technological prowess with environmental stewardship. The Oroville Dam crisis serves as a stark reminder of the fine line between engineering mastery and potential catastrophe, a wake-up call that echoed through the corridors of power and across the fields and towns that lay in the shadow of this colossal structure. Completed in 1968, the Oroville Dam was envisioned as a monument to modern hydrological engineering, adeptly harnessing the power of the Feather River for water supply, hydroelectric power, and flood control. Standing at a majestic 770 feet, it symbolized America's post-war mastery over nature, promising economic boom and security to Northern California. As imposing as the dam was in its physicality, its operational challenges began to manifest slowly, like tiny cracks on a giant canvas. Time and again, the dam was challenged by the elements, each incident a strand in the web of complexity surrounding its management. As history would have it, these challenges remained manageable until February 2017, when heavy rainfall and snowmelt placed unanticipated stress on both the dam and surrounding infrastructures, setting the stage for a crisis of unprecedented scale. The initial signs of distress emerged through reports of unusual seepage and erosion around the primary spillway during maintenance checks. Although these were initially dismissed as manageable and non-threatening, they revealed systemic flaws in the dam's design and maintenance protocols. Engineers and maintenance crews faced a daunting task, as further inspections unveiled eroded bedrock and crumbling concrete, omens of potential disaster. Despite increasing concerns, the full magnitude of risk was yet to be communicated to the broader public, a crucial lapse that would later contribute to widespread panic and turmoil. Conversations within engineering circles began to reflect a growing unease about whether existing safety measures and continued use protocols were sufficient to stave off potential disaster. As winter set in, these discussions took on an urgent tone, marking a critical prelude to the approaching crisis. What began as routine monitoring quickly escalated into a frantic effort to maintain control over the dam's drastically eroding spillway. By February 12th, the situation reached a breaking point, as officials, fearing the imminent collapse of the auxiliary spillway, issued an immediate evacuation order for downstream communities. Panic ensued as nearly 200,000 residents scrambled to flee their homes, creating gridlocked roads and overwhelmed emergency services. Shelters filled rapidly, underscoring the profound human toll of the crisis, while media outlets broadcasted live the surreal scenes of a potential catastrophic flood. The community's resilience was tested over these harrowing days, forging bonds of cooperation among residents, local governments, and emergency responders. This intense period not only exposed flaws in the dam's design, but also highlighted significant gaps in disaster preparedness and communication strategies. Post-crisis investigations led by engineering experts unveiled a complex interplay of factors contributing to the Oroville Dam crisis. Primarily, the spillway's failure was attributed to a combination of poor initial design, inadequate maintenance, and natural wear exacerbated by unusually heavy precipitation. Experts pointed out that the spillway was not built to handle the extreme scenario of being fully operational at high flow rates for an extended period. Furthermore, the concrete foundation laid on unstable geological formations failed to provide the necessary support under such intense stress. These revelations prompted a nationwide review of similar infrastructure, highlighting the often overlooked necessity of designing with foresight for extreme weather conditions, a growing concern in the face of climate change. The environmental repercussions of the Oroville Dam crisis extended far beyond the immediate area. Sediment and debris from the damaged spillway washed downstream, affecting aquatic habitats and water quality in the Feather River and beyond. Local communities faced not only the terror of evacuation, but also the economic impact of displacement and the subsequent cleanup and reconstruction efforts. Agricultural lands were inundated, and local wildlife habitats disrupted, leading to long-term ecological challenges. Socially, the crisis stirred debates about the responsibilities of government and private entities in infrastructure management, and the need for transparent communication with the public regarding safety risks associated with such megastructures. In the aftermath of the crisis, a panel of leading engineers and environmental scientists offered insights into what could be done to prevent similar disasters. Their discussions often highlighted the need for integrating advanced monitoring technologies and adopting more rigorous maintenance routines. One prominent engineer suggested, "We need to rethink our approach to infrastructure resilience, moving from reactive post-disaster repairs to proactive risk management." Meanwhile, environmentalists emphasize the importance of considering ecological impacts in the design and maintenance of hydraulic structures. These expert opinions have played a crucial role in shaping ongoing legislative and engineering efforts to enhance dam safety nationwide, ensuring that the lessons of the Oroville Dam are not forgotten. In response to the crisis, state and federal lawmakers enacted several new regulations aimed at strengthening oversight of dam safety. These included mandates for more frequent inspections, improved emergency action plans, and enhanced community alert systems. Engineering practices also underwent a significant transformation, with increased investment in research and development of materials and construction techniques that could withstand extreme natural events. This legislative and engineering pivot is hoped to set a new standard in dam safety, potentially influencing global practices in infrastructure management. This segment of the response not only reflects a legislative shift, but also a broader cultural move towards prioritizing safety and sustainability in public infrastructure projects. The Oroville Dam crisis illuminated critical vulnerabilities in the management of aging infrastructure. It underscored the necessity of foresight in engineering designs, the importance of regular maintenance, and the need for effective communication during emergencies. Moving forward, the focus must be on learning from past mistakes, harnessing new technologies for better risk assessment, and fostering a culture of continuous improvement in infrastructure safety. The Oroville Dam has become a case study in both the potential risks and resilient responses associated with large-scale engineering projects. The journey from crisis to recovery at Oroville offers invaluable lessons not just for engineers and policymakers, but for anyone involved in the stewardship of the built environment, highlighting that with great power over nature comes great responsibility.